Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
We're just a couple of kooky crazy kids in love that love reacting to some Cyberpunk Edgerunners.
Yes, we do. Oh, Bucky has the hiccups. Oh, it's okay, buddy.
So, this is Cyberpunk Edgerunner episode number 7. If you want all of our reactions to this series, check out the description of this video. We got a playlist there for you. Yeah. Ready to check this out?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yay,
she's back!
No way! Wakako's bitch, right? Newbie boob she stuck us with. Heard you're David's fan. You actually have fans now. Probably because you got all swole.
Got iron? Carrion, right?
Yeah, got a Lexington.
Doesn't cut it. Try this one out.
Seriously, Jum? A Satara? Fuck me! Nova! Tag shotties, man! Cream as hell! Watch my knees! Weak knees!
Attention, ladies. We're about a minute out now.
Got a small army on our hands. Heaps of iron and turrets, multiples. Can't ping them all for quick hacks. Not enough time. Front door's a dead zone, that's crystal. So
Front door assault looks like to me.
you think? Ah, neat brain move.
Hey, who ordered lunch meat?
You little baby's mamas!
Better start talking now, scumbag, for I drill you a fresh eye.
You better stop before I do the same.
Tagging complete. Short circuit coming. Done. Not a millisecond to spare, Mr. Plan C.
Oh!
Come on, let's go. Let's run dry.
That little bitch ran out of juice! Suck her up!
And now here comes the big gun.
God! Okay, Bane.
Fuck! Is that human?
Oh shit! Shao Kahn. Fucking hammer.
No thanks, June. I know how to fly just fine.
Oof.
Oh! Nova! Shoot, 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 bang!
Those your fancy new leg implants? Looking damn good.
No more, all clear. Last one. Room behind you, target's there.
Joe, back room! On it!
Wait, Julio.
Bang!
Watch out for...
Bang!
Well,
Bye, Julio.
yeah.
You safely secured the target, I hear. Our client will be pleased.
Oh, sorry about Julio.
No, do not apologize. The boy, fool, insisted on the work with you. Not ready, I said. Not ready indeed. Any new lead I get, we will be in touch, David.
Yeah, good doing biz.
I love her.
Thank you kindly.
Appreciate the ride, Falco. Really.
Always happy to keep the engine warm. Have to admit, when I got the call, I took you for a pushy punk wannabe. Truth is, you were. Buzz me for your next big gig, huh? Till then, later, David. Kiwi.
Yeah.
Later. Honestly, doubted you had it in you. To take the reins.
Couldn't have. Not without the city's primus runner.
Both know you don't mean me. Where is she?
Yeah.
Been asking her?
Not anymore. More on what happened to Maine and Dorio's at play, I think. At the warehouse, Lucy was acting... I don't know, strange.
Strange how?
Hard to say. Whole thing's kind of a blur. It might have been nothing. Wasn't it you who brought Lucy on board, found her a spot in the crew?
That's right.
She, ever talked to you about her past or anything?
Most of the saps in our league don't bring up the old days. Whether you're looking for a way out or a way up, doesn't matter.
Yo! David, five on face. This nagging old hat keeping you off the dance floor.
Although some Edgerunners die in more shame than they started with.
Yo, it ain't right to badmouth the dead. It's not my bro's fault he got zeroed by some bare dick psycho. Have you ever seen David dance? His It's a riot.
Sounds preem. I think I'm gonna bounce. Gotta stop by Doc's.
Seriously, again? Then tell that bastard you desperately need a dance tip. Hey! I ain't good at playing just friends.
Considered shaking up your approach?
Yeah, how you figure? Instead of hot and loud, I'd try cold, distant, and nerdy.
Well, your affinity for cyberware is fucking nuts. I'll grant you that. Ain't never seen a kid bug out quite like this. Lot of other peeps would have cracked by now.
Believe yourself to be special?
Must just be special, I guess.
Ha! Makes you Adam Smasher 2.0 chum.
Adam who?
Christ, all this time and you're still a fucking noob. To some, a hero of the fourth corporate war. To others, a fully bugged boogeyman, a walking nightmare. But to all, a living legend. The kind that fills graveyards on Arasaka's orders.
An urban myth, that's all. Kiwi. What's up?
Afterlife, stop by. Possible client wants to meet you. David,
Yo, sup, Kiwi?
good luck.
I believe this is the first we've met, Mr. Martinez.
Not exactly. Saw you swing by once to talk to
Giancarlo
me.
want to be.
The name's Faraday.
Got a job for me?
Where's the fire? Let me buy you a drink. Maine and I had an arrangement, as you may know.
I heard about it.
He understood the need for crew chemistry.
Yeah.
But as you saw, his flaw was in personal attachment.
Keep biz and private separate, if that's what you mean.
I need convincing that you can work at Maine's level, deliver as he did. I assure you, nothing from my desk is cheap.
A job for Militech. Arasaka's bitter rival.
Megacorps offer the most lucrative contracts, that's no great secret. Do you foresee a problem with this?
Not at all.
There's a contract I'd like you to take over. It should seem familiar.
You talking about Tanaka, the data heist gig?
I received a report that Tanaka possessed no relevant data.
Yeah.
But I also learned how you managed to pierce Arasaka's ice. A new netrunner on the crew cracked it. Excellent. However, I hear she's gone dark.
Yeah. Been taking a break since that
naked.
gig.
But why?
Her heart's just not in it.
I suggest you give her a nudge in the right direction.
Easier said than done. But Arasaka knows Militech's after him, ain't that right?
Them and everyone else.
So what's Militech after that they'd risk such a ballsy move?
That is for me to know. It is certainly no concern of yours. First, prove you're worth my time.
Whenever anyone's stressed, there's always gotta be like a
You're
naked
home.
butt shot in the shower. The hands against the wall.
Pretty late.
Got a little caught up. Hey. Landed something pretty big for us today.
Sounds like fun.
So,
So
have you
much
considered
bigger.
coming back to the crew?
2 netrunners on one team sounds like a crowd.
Lucy, we both know I'd always rather have you
Please,
around.
David. I just need a little more time.
Of course, no problem.
David.
Huh?
Come on.
Whoa, look at all those stars!
Can't get a view like this in the city.
Maybe I'll catch one.
Definitely.
You're lucky you're cute.
You know, I've never been outside the city before.
Is that right?
But you have? Had a life outside Night City once? Said once you and I were worlds apart.
Yeah.
What'd you mean by that? Rather not say?
You'd rather not hear.
It's just... I'd like to know more about you.
Arasaka.
Arasaka?
Yep, raised in an Arasaka facility. There were 13 of us, kids who passed a proficiency test, were
She has
taught to
11.
become netrunners. One day, training was done. We expected corp assignments. Old nets where they sent us. Arasaka's purpose lies somewhere in the old net. They're searching for legacy info, lost knowledge. All of us kids, we were soldiers sent into a nest of daemons and feral AIs. Only an advanced runner can interface using their whole mind.
A deep dive.
It gives shape and form to cyberspace, a way to traverse it. But whenever we uncovered any rare data cache, rogue AIs would find us and swarm. We were picked off one by one. More empty chairs after each dive. And my hope each dive would be my last. Wasn't long before there were only a handful of us left. If we're goners, why not die chasing our own dream? The tech staff didn't stand a chance. Not in the face of the skills they'd taught us. I ran and ran. Heard shots, my friends' screams. But I never looked back. Next clear memory I have is of a junkyard. Home, I guess. But I was too scared to stay long. I roamed place to place. But there's no place like Night City if you want to hide.
And even now, still feel like they're chasing you?
Not really, I guess. Maybe I've just grown too comfortable here. Or maybe I've grown used to being scared. Your hand.
It's nothing. It'll be fine in a sec.
Haven't changed, have you? Still chasing someone else's dream. All I fear now is someday you'll...
Yes, I managed to retrieve most of the data. Though the vitals file for one of the test subjects was completely corrupted. There's only a handful of netrunners capable of it. My assumption, his system was breached when he was captured. Understood. I'll do what I can to restore it.
Sorry, Cyclops, you're getting fried. Oh, damn. I'm not like 100% certain what the hell just happened there.
Me neither.
Okay, I'm glad I wasn't alone in that. She fried some dude that was probably looking for her. That was working for Arasaka or whatever, Artagi, whatever corporation. Yeah, but finally got her backstory at least, and that was just tragic as it was definitely not what I thought it was going to be. I thought she was going to have to like have done a bunch of stuff to like have gotten to the place where she was, and I mean, it kind of was. I mean, she did was forced to do some horrible things, as a kid. Yeah, like it did mirror a lot of like 11, like as a test subject and everything.
I'm curious if the guy looking for her at the end is related to her life and the work that she does now, or if it's related to her as a child and working for Arasaka. Like, she's the one who got away, the one who escaped.
Yeah.
So have they been looking for her this whole time, or was she presumed dead and this is just related to what she's been doing recently with the team?
I think they're looking for her, and I think they want their property back.
Oh God, that's so awful.
Yeah. Do you think this is like super happy fun time show?
No, I learned better than that.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. Anyways, to try and get their property back.
I did like the moment shared between her and David and that intimacy between them. The fact that, like, I think when we think of intimacy, we so often think of sex, but most of their intimacy has actually been the ability to be themselves and share their thoughts and their feelings with another person, as well as to share physically who they are, yes, through sex, but also just sitting naked side by side. Like, the fact that they have that level of comfort with each other and that trust in each other, and they're willing to be 110% themselves. It's pretty big.
Counterpoint, in this world, it seems like everyone's comfortable being naked next to each other. So there is that, but I do agree. I think that, like, you know, the intimacy comes from the sharing, you know, you have sex with anybody, but, you know, to really be yourself and open up like that is where the true connection happens. Loved that Rebecca was back. I was worried that they were going to bring her back because her brother died. I'm just like, oh no. You know, I didn't want to talk about it because we talked about Maine dying. He died in the next episode. So I didn't want to talk about Rebecca not coming back. So I'm like, I'm afraid she wasn't going to ever come back again. So, and then like David, I mean, just took over the reins pretty quickly.
Yeah.
As far as being the leader of the group and everything like that. So he's just, I guess, you know, natural born leader. I mean, he was a straight A student, so he's super smart. So I guess it's not too much of a shocker, but he like grew up fast. He's huge. I was gonna say,
I loved Lucy's point in terms of like living someone else's dream, because here we see David, suddenly he's jacked, so he's physically resembling Maine. He's leading the group, and that was Maine's job. We see him negotiating their contracts and talking to their clients. Again, all of which was Maine's responsibility. That whole scene between Lucy and David in the discussion of living other people's dreams naturally begs the question, David, what is your dream? And Lucy, what is your dream? And that doesn't have to be
go to the moon.
Well, yeah, to go but like, I mean, I want to live by the ocean one day. Like, that is a dream of mine. That's like a this on the scale of dreams. Like, the broader scale is like, my dream is our life together and with the dogs and like doing this. And I hope one day that I get the perk of living by the ocean as well. But like looking back in my life, and I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I achieved living by the ocean by myself alone in a house because I won the lottery. Like, no, the dream is, I hope that one day, like, all that we do and the life that we lead and the work that we put in will eventually pay off to living by the ocean. So like, you know, like, it's a nice idea to go to the moon. I want to go on a safari, but like, that's not going to be the thing that on my deathbed, I'm like, I lived a life because I did this.
But I do like that commentary, because so often I think a lot of people's dreams are what they are like somebody else's, whether it's like, you know, your parents or like what society tells you your dream should be.
Yep.
You know, and so, and a lot of time it's like also comparing yourself to like friends and peers and everything, and like, and what they have and what they're doing, and like, you know, it's just like, oh, that's the dream. They're living like, you know, the best life, but you don't like have a look into their day-to-day lives and what that is like. And, you know, they might have the really nice house and the picture perfect family and everything like that, but then everything's not necessarily picture perfect when you do a deep dive. And sometimes it is, and that's great. I'm not saying that that's not the case, but I think a lot of times people don't realize what their true dreams are and what they really want to make themselves happy.
Especially nowadays in our society with social media and stuff, because like everybody projects that I am living my best life all the time. And I'm putting that in air quotes with one hand because Bucky's at me. But like, that is what like our culture in so many ways is centered around. It's like, you should be happy 24/7. You should be positive 24/7. You should be living the best life 24/7. That's not human. Nobody does that. Like, to anybody who puts their messy moments on social media, I commend you. Because like in our culture and our society nowadays, that's an act of bravery to admit, hey, I'm not okay. Hey, I'm not happy today. I'm not living my best life today. I'm a hot mess today. Because that always tends to bring judgment with it, because we're also afraid of our own inner demons, our own less perfect selves. Having the courage to be exactly who you are, to go for what you want, regardless of what your parents tell you should want, society dictates you should want. That's an incredible and wonderful and fantastic act of rebellion.
You know, I think also we look at it and like, we see how happy people are doing certain things. And it's not to say that like that they're not happy doing those, but like, it's just like, that's what makes them happy. And like, that doesn't mean necessarily that's going to make you happy. Like people just talk about like, you know, how they want to travel all the time. Like travel makes them happy. And like, that's like what they live for and going out for it. And you're just like, you feel like bad that like, you're like, man, like I don't get to travel. Like I've never left my like state, like, or, you know, like, or I've never like, you know, gone across the Mississippi, like, you know, and it's like, yeah, but like, maybe that's not like what would make you happy, like doing all this traveling. You know, like that's what makes that person happy. So you got to find what makes you happy and then, you know, lean into that, you know, cause it's going to be different for every person. And David's still trying to find his happiness and like what truly drives him. And I think it is that you know, he's still searching for that family and, yeah, people to, I don't know, take care of. And I think that's what, Lucy sees in him. I think that's what draws Lucy to him. And I think that's what, you know, draws him to Lucy and, you know, the fact that he wants to protect her, not because she is damaged, not because of some like, you know, well, a guy's got to protect a girl or whatever, but just because it's like, because he cares about her and because he wants her to be happy and like her to get to go to the moon and then do all these things that would make her happy.
And that's what real love is. Real love is wanting to make someone else happy. Yeah. Wanting someone else's dreams to come true. So, yes, we should all figure out what makes us happy and work towards that. But also when you find someone and you really love them, like everything that you want to do is to make them happy. Like that's kind of one of those ways of showing love is like you get lit up inside by seeing them get lit up inside over something that makes them happy. Which isn't to say sacrifice what you want.
No.
There's a balance to be had there, but I think that's one of the things of like falling in love that you realize is like falling in love with someone, a new dream is finding ways to make them happy, from like the small ways that maybe they don't even realize to like the big ways, like proposing or taking a trip somewhere exotic, or, you know, like it's everything in between. But I mean, the fact that I think David building this family is his way of making himself happy because he needs that so much. And also him working to make Lucy happy, which is an aspect of taking care of his family. It all kind of like fits in together.
So I was reading this book, Everything is Fucked, which is the sequel to this guy's book that The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Which is great.
Yeah, the first book is better than the second book, but the second book talks about how what makes people like unhappy a lot is like treating people as a means to an end instead of treating the people as the end result. And like, you know, what I mean by that is like, so, you know, you're a guy and you take a girl out on a date and, you know, you buy her dinner and flowers and you treat her out to the theater and, you know, you go on a carriage ride and everything like that. And, you know, so you're doing all this and it's like, but are you doing all this because, you know, you want to like have sex with her at the end of the night? You know, like, so like you're treating her like this date like as a means to an end. And so if you don't have sex at the end of the night, then oh, that was a terrible date and like, you know, didn't go the way you wanted it to. Whereas like, instead of doing all those things to build a connection with this person, to try to be like, okay, I think this person really likes the theater, so I want to take them to the theater because I want to see like, you know, the joy in their face, like when they're watching this and like, or like, I want to like share this connection that I have with theater to them. And they have the same like connection with this, and maybe we can talk about it. And so the date is more of a, you know, a means to like that person getting out of that person, and the connection with that person is the end result.
Take notes, guys, because this is what's going to get you laid. No joke. That's what's going to get you laid.
And so, yeah, I mean, like, you know, and so not trying to like, yeah. So like and that's just one example, obviously. I mean, but like, you know, people do it all the time in different ways. But that's what it feels like was good with David and Lucy, is that they're not like, they're, you know, Lucy is the end. She's not the means to an end or whatever. Like Well, he definitely liked her and had a crush on her and everything like that. It was never.
I'm sure he was very pleased to have sex with her.
Oh yeah, but that was not like the end. Like that was not the only reason. Like he was nice to her and like trying to build this connection with her and like and everything. Anyways, let us know what you thought about this episode down below in the comments. And if you want all of our Cyberpunk reactions, check out the description of this video. We got a playlist there for you, as well as links to our Patreon. Get early ad-free access.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Cyberpunk Edgerunners episode number 7, which keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.